Welcome back to another Project Rebirth review. Today we're going to take a look at another Batman Missions figure, this time the Harley Quinn figure. Here's a look at the front of the box. The left side of the box, the right side, and here's a look at the back of the box. If you've watched my previous review on the Batman Missions Stealth Glider Batman, then this may be familiar. If not, here's a quick rundown. The mission itself is entitled Stolen Money Mischief, and the scene on the back of the box depicts a bank robbery scene after the robbery has occurred. Harley Quinn is escaping by way of a rope ladder attached to a helicopter that is painted in the image of a Joker with a smiley face and purple and green coloring. Dollar bills are flying through the air from the wind of the helicopter. Batman is gliding in on his stealth glider, and Batgirl is swinging in on a rope line. Alright, let's get Harley out of the box. Here's the figure out of the box, and the figure looks great. My only complaint would be the mallet. The mallet's just plastic with no paint work, and in my opinion it looks so cheap that it belongs with a Happy Meal and not with a quality action figure. Here's an up-close look at Harley's face. There's really nice paint work, especially around the eyes and the facial expression. I think they did a really good job here. Alright, let's take a 360 look at this figure.
I can only breathe, I can only see, but I can't forget you. No, I can't forget you. Tried to hide a crime, left me with no sign, and I can't forgive you. No, I can't forgive you. I can feel breathing on my skin, as if you were close to me again. I can hear whispering in my dreams, just to remind me of all my sins. You keep haunting me in my sleep, waking up my inner demons and tormenting me.
Alright, let's take a quick look at articulation.
Can't believe it's been a year, I'm waiting so long. Wrote our story in my dreams and I need to move on. Please don't move from here again, your lies will hurt me. I'll move on.
Alright, just a quick summary of that articulation. The head can move to the left and right, look downwards slightly, not really up. The figure can turn and rotate at the waist. There is no ab crunch. The figure can bend at the elbows and bend at the knees, with some weird, a little bit of weird articulation at the knee where it almost bends in an unnatural way. No movement at the feet. And here's Harley next to another character from this Stolen Money Mischief missions line, particularly the Stealth Glider Batman. These two figures look great together. And here she is next to the Batman Missions Robin figure. And here's all three figures together. Please see my channel for full reviews on the Stealth Glider Batman and Batman Missions Robin. And with the DC Icons Rebirth Batman. And here she is with the Joker from the nightclub scene from Suicide Squad. These two figures match fairly well together, but this version of Harley Quinn looks much more animated or cartoonish compared to the realistic Jared Leto from Suicide Squad. And here she is alongside the Harley Quinn figure from Suicide Squad. Here, this Batman Missions Harley has borrowed the baseball bat from the Suicide Squad Harley, and looking at how good this figure looks with the baseball bat it makes it all the more infuriating that this mallet looks so cheap in plastic. And here's my final thoughts with regard to this figure. Overall, I think the figure is excellent. I love the detail and the work around the eyes and the face. Although I have to say that I'm not sure that this Harley Quinn looks necessarily deadly or dangerous, but sometimes a little bit more like a goth high school girl sitting in the back of class. But that said, overall the look is good, and I believe what Mattel is doing here is trying to mash together all the different versions, and there's many different interpretations of Harley Quinn, into one classic version here, and overall I think they've succeeded well. I do have one complaint, which would be the mallet. Number one, the look of the mallet is very cheap looking. I mean, why go to the lengths of making such a good detailed face and then pair it up with something that looks like it belongs with a toy for a 5-year-old. But that said, the other issue with the mallet would be the posability. There's some excellent reviews that have preceded my review, and one in particular I'd like to recommend people to watch would be the Review Spot. He did an approximately 20-minute long video, much more detailed than mine, going into the pros and cons of this figure. And one of the things he pointed out was, in particular, the look of the figure's wrists, the hands. He referred to them as baby fat hands, which was hysterical. And he did point out the posability with the mallet is limited, and that you can't pose it in the classic behind the shoulder pose. Not only that, but it's just flat out difficult to pose with the mallet, period. But that gripe aside, overall, I think this is an excellent figure, and I do highly recommend it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Project Rebirth review.
Yeah.